So, Sawadee Krap. Okay, my name is Brian Chesmantal, and it's been an honor for me to represent my university, Petra Christian University, Indonesia. And it's been 3 weeks already in UMAP photography, UMAP super short program in Bangkok, and I feel so glad to be here with all of you guys. And let's start it. So I'm an interior design student, and I learned the basic elements in interior design, and I try to apply those elements into my pictures. So you can start from the right side here. Okay, I learned about textures and form. So here, okay, you might have this kind of darker image here. You have textures of metal. We found a lot of metals here in Thailand. So by having this kind, I want to emphasize here on what inside this container here, this bowl here. And the second one, we learned about the color. I want to have a wide picture of the temple here, of the museum here. So we learned that Thailand is famous with its gold and red and kind of a bright color. And the next one here, the picture that I love the most, I think, we learned about this kind of form here, the prayer accessories in Thailand. So, and the next one here, it's also important that you notice the Buddha in almost every temple in Thailand. So we learn about the shape and form here of the Buddha. And next on, we learn about the pattern here. I try to emphasize on the wide picture of the roof of a building there in the Emerald Buddha temple. So I want to emphasize on the green and orange color here because it's so attractive. And generally, this is the line. Why? I shoot it from the bottom to top here, and it creates a leading line to the light. And so my concept is obviously go back to basic elements in interior design that are applicable in taking pictures in photography. And the first I did is for sure research about the destination knowledge and information that can be found in many sources such as internet, books, and maybe newspaper and other sources. And the next day we visited the tourism destinations that are spread all over the Thailand, especially in Bangkok. And we start taking pictures. So you might take a look here. We have 4 pictures with a with small, big number of apertures. So we have a deep depth of depth here. Well, these 2 pictures, this one and this one, I use a small number of apertures. So I try to avoid obstacles that might not focusing on my object. So here, obviously, I want to emphasize on this one, and this one I want to emphasize on the coins. So by having these kinds of techniques, I try to create a darker or low-key pictures, the darker image. And I want to make people have a deep sense, a deep feeling, and a dramatic look of the picture. And for sure, I face some obstacles and problems while taking this picture, such as high buildings. So I have to take from maybe Baodang or from under to top. While we have heat all over the day and crowd, so we have to avoid those 2 main problems here. And So after taking pictures, we have to select 6 pictures that are in line with our concept. And I believe that success in photography, especially in tourism photography, is how to deliver the message to the audience or the viewer and make them act. That's the most important thing. We have to make them come, and they tell the others to come as well. And here I want to emphasize more. Why so? Because we might not find this kind of details, this kind of patterns, this kind of architecture in nowhere except in Thailand. And you can find and apply this kind of patterns, shape in many other advertising projects maybe, or in airport, anywhere you can use these famous Thailand elements. And I think that's all my presentation. Thank you.
Did you guys talk about tension at all in any of your discussions about composition? Are you familiar with that word, tension? Let me just show you something. In a composition like this, when you've got these strong vertical elements that get cut off, you may not see it, and you may not be able to say, oh, but your viewer will feel a little bit of ill at ease, like uncomfortable, when you have these strong verticals right across the top. In photo speak, we call that tension. And tension may be good, you may want that, but you probably don't want it there. So just be aware of that when you're cropping. Okay?
Thank you.
Sure.
Anyone else? I think that's all.
Really good work. Really good work.